Coming up, we'll get a look at COVID-19's newest Omicron variant, the housing construction project at CSUF, and the start of Ghislaine Maxwell's trial. Hello Titans and welcome to The Report. This is Elena Malik.
And I'm Dominique Tenori. The Report is a newscast created by the broadcast journalism students at Cal State Fullerton.
The Ghislaine Maxwell trial began Monday, more than 2 years after Jeffrey Epstein's death. Ghislaine Maxwell is being prosecuted for helping Jeffrey Epstein sexually exploit young girls. Maxwell was arrested in June 2020 and is being charged with sex trafficking of a minor and transporting minors to engage in illegal sex acts. Maxwell could face up to 70 years in prison if convicted on all 3 charges.
Kyle Rittenhouse was found not guilty on all 5 counts. The charges were first-degree reckless homicide, 2 counts of first-degree intentional homicide, and 2 counts of first-degree reckless endangerment. During the protests in Wisconsin last summer, Rittenhouse was armed with multiple others to guard a Casanova vehicle dealership from protesters who were looting businesses. Rittenhouse shot 3 men, 2 who were killed and 1 who was injured. Many say that Rittenhouse should have been found guilty by the jurors, while others say that Rittenhouse was innocent and that it was self-defense.
Since the Omicron variant started to spread globally, many people wonder what's in store. President Biden met with medical advisors on Sunday to discuss COVID-19's newest Omicron variant. Dr. Anthony Fauci told the Biden administration that they will know more details about the variant within the next 2 weeks. Since not much is known about Omicron's severity, the United States is enforcing a travel ban for 8 countries, including South Africa. These travel restrictions went into effect on Monday. For now, Fauci advises that vaccines and boosters are the best way to protect against this harmful variant.
Starting Tuesday, Japan will move to the ban of the arrival of foreign nationals into its borders. The decision to ban arrivals was likely prompted by the actions of other countries, such as South Africa and Israel, for the goal of limiting transmissibility. Dr. Anthony Fauci says it will take about 2 weeks to have a definitive information on the new variant.
Another spur of shootings arises in 2 cities from different parts of the country. 2 shootings occurred Sunday, the first happening in Aurora, Colorado, while several hours later in the afternoon, 7 were injured in a shooting in Baltimore, Maryland. These 2 separate shootings could once again bring heated debates about gun violence in America after laying dormant throughout the pandemic.
Brian Corrales was able to get a tour inside of the construction behind the Gastrodome and what students can expect once it's completed.
Construction of the new housing complex on campus is on schedule to be complete before next fall. It will be able to house 600 sophomores and juniors. The pandemic did not halt any plans.
Because this is a long-term master plan. It's not just, if it was for 2-3 years, yes, we have an impact. Because it's a long-term 25-year master plan and resilient and sustainable that I don't see any impact of this pandemic on it at this time.
Built by Sun, their construction manager, Nicholas Aguilar, gave the Report and the Daily Titan a tour of the construction site.
So basically, you have your desk right here, a bed, closet, and then bed.
The $125 million housing project was funded entirely by residential fees, not by tuition or parking fees.
Both parking and housing are independently funded. We're funded by the user fees that we charge, both residents and for students to park. And so they're really separate funding sources. They're separate from state funding that funds campus buildings. And so they're really different pools of money and different conversations.
More construction on campus is on the way.
Then we are also working on visual arts. That construction is to start sometimes this next summer or almost before the fall next year. And the McCarthy Hall project is mainly right now for the 2nd floor. We are working on, we've been just approved for fire life safety for the McCarthy Hall. That will impact all the 6 floors, but it is fire alarm systems and fire sprinkler systems is the main scope of that.
Until then, this has been Brian Cross-Reyes for The Report.
Up next, more about the death of acclaimed designer Virgil Abloh and the return of BTS to the big stage after a long hiatus.
Barbados will become a republic for the first time in history. The Caribbean island of Barbados cut ties on Monday with the UK, with Queen Elizabeth as head of state. Barbados will not need permission for the UK to become a republic, and the island will remain a member of the Commonwealth realm.
Louis Vuitton's head designer Virgil Abloh dies at 41. The acclaimed fashion designer passed away on Sunday after a long battle of cancer. Many expressed their grievances and stories of their friendships with the off-white designer, including BTS, Pharrell, Drake, and Gigi Hadid. The death became a shock as his cancer battle was not revealed to the public. This was similar to Black Panther's Chadwick Boseman's passing from colon cancer in 2020.
Car fanatics gathered outside the San Clemente outlet for the South OC Cars coffee event. This event brings the car community together with coffee in a variety of modified and old school cars. Here's Jonathan in San Clemente with more.
A large crowd of car fanatics gathered for the South OC Cars and Coffee event in San Clemente on November 27th. People gathered for many reasons, but overall, they just come out to enjoy seeing all kinds of cars near the beach on a sunny day.
So for me, going to Cars and Coffee, anything dealing with cars and stuff like this, me as a car owner and a person that actually has a racing team as well, going to events like this is actually good for me because it's giving me better exposure, it's making me network, it's helping me, you know, get a foundation for people and making people know that, hey, you know, your car, yeah, maybe, you know, might look like a clunker, might look like something that's out of the ordinary, but at the end of the day, people love cars, and I love cars, and I don't mind taking videos and pictures and all that stuff.
This event is attempted to be put together every Saturday morning with some exclusions. It is at the San Clemente outlets where people will gather to drink coffee and talk about cars with other people.
Out here early in the morning, beautiful setting, being able to see some very nice cars, very loud cars, high-end cars, JDM cars, everything. It's very cool being able to see everything come together, all be in one big spot here.
Between 1,500 and 3,500 cars attend this car show every week.
Just seeing the types of cars that come around here, from very high-end cars to very modified cars, it's very cool.
This event is free to the public, and the car community is very welcoming to all, including those who do not know as much about cars. This is Jonathan Gonzalez reporting for The Report from the biggest weekly car show in the world.
Shoppers at the Block in Orange were treated to a variety of contests and cosplay during last weekend's Anime Guild event. The event, which was hosted by Etsy and O Anime, brought vendors and cosplayers together for one night. We joined Christian with coverage of the event.
As COVID vaccination rates continue to rise all across Orange County, many have begun to return to pre-pandemic activities and events. And on Friday night, anime fans were treated to this year's Anime Guild at the Block in Orange. The Anime Guild event, hosted by O Anime and Etsy, brought together a variety of vendors and events to the outlets in Orange, which culminated with a cosplay contest and the chance at a cash prize. Among the variety of merchandise and cosplayers, mall-goers were also treated to giveaways and photography. I spoke with vendors, cosplayers, and spectators to get their thoughts on the event.
I used to work as an architectural designer, but since the COVID started, I do this as my living. I do all the handmade resin stuff, like phone accessories and keychains and stuff. And excited to see more people, like meet new people, show my products, and it's excited to see if they're happy with my product. And if they're happy with my product, that's what makes me excited. Yeah.
Elsewhere among the crowd, cosplayers like Dallas Duckett were also present during the event.
I'm a anime fan. My friends are into anime, and they referred this event to me, and they say, hey, do you want to go? It was kind of like last minute, but it was kind of fun. Yeah, I really like how people make their own art. Like, you can see all these booths, and you can see different types of art pieces, and even cosplayers, they have their own crafting, and that's kind of like an art skill too. So it's just seeing like the whole like community just thrive off like each other and having fun with it.
As the night came to a close, I spoke with Enrique Figueroa to get his opinion.
I found out about it through a friend. They hit me up that there's going to be an anime event at the Block. I'm not that crazy about anime, but I wanted to give it a try and check out the art here. Anime is pretty cool.
From the Block in Orange, this is Christian for The Report.
BTS is back in Los Angeles after 2 years for their sold-out offline concerts at the SoFi Stadium. This follows their Artist of the Year win at the American Music Awards and their second Grammy nomination. Katie joins the BTS Army for the weekend to explore in depth on what it's like to be a fan. BTS!
BTS is back in Los Angeles after 2 long years, performing at the SoFi Stadium after the Thanksgiving weekend. I joined with the biggest fandom in the world, ARMY, to see how they prepared for their return to the stage. Tickets were sold out before general sale began, with resale prices starting at $300 to $400 for nosebleed seats.
It was super hard. I remember I was actually at work also, looking, but my friend Hannah, she bought the tickets for me, and I'm just so grateful to her for that.
There were several events happening all throughout the stadium, including a dance team covering BTS songs to people passing out candy and photo cards of the members.
This is my first BTS concert, so I'm so excited. I just want to get into the mood.
Perhaps the most exciting of all was the Moon for Jin project, in which ARMYs were encouraged to put a moon cover over their ARMY bums to celebrate Jin's upcoming birthday for the December 2nd show.
So we just wanted to make something special just because it so happened that the concert was super near Jin's birthday. And so we were like, we have to do something for him since it's his first birthday with ARMY. After 2 years. Yeah, oh my gosh, we had an overwhelming response from ARMY. We didn't expect them, and they just ran away with the project, and everybody's doing moons, and it's amazing.
For those who couldn't attend the actual show, the organizers offered a live play in which fans could watch the show at the adjacent theater. The mini tour will conclude on December 2nd with an unexpected audience of 200,000 people. Will there be a world tour next year? Only time will tell. For now, this has been Katie Doan in Inglewood for the report.
Coming up, we're going to highlight some of this week's top Thanksgiving festivities and see what's in store for the holiday travels. AAA says the travel response is coming closer to pre-pandemic status. At least 53 million Americans are scheduled to fly and drive to their respective locations. In Chicago, United Airlines had at least 3,900 departures for one day. About 100 passengers were also stranded over the weekend. The Weather Prediction Center says at least 2/3 of the Thanksgiving travelers are scheduled to go to beaches in the big cities.
What better way to work up an appetite for Thanksgiving dinner than going for a run? I headed down to Dana Point to get the scoop on the city's annual turkey trot race. The city of Dana Point hosted its 44th annual turkey trot race on Thanksgiving Day. What better way to work up an appetite than to lace up your shoes and get running? This year's events included a 10K race, 2 5K races, and a 1-mile race for kids. It was an event packed with people of all ages. Some arrived to show off their festive costumes, while others had different goals for the day.
Just to have a good time and spend time with my sister.
It was really fun, time-wise, I didn't really do great, but that doesn't matter.
Good, I got 28 minutes. It was one of my first times ever running.
Beat my sister and her fiance right there. I did, I accomplished that goal.
Throughout its history, the Turkey Trot has raised over $500,000 for Orange County charities. This year, they donated $20,000 to the Boys and Girls Clubs of Capistrano Valley and the Music Preserves Foundation. The slogan for the Turkey Trot is, "You ran the race, now stuff your face." So we found out which dishes these runners were most excited for.
I have to say the pie.
Definitely the mashed potatoes. I'm a big mashed potato guy.
The turkey and the mashed potatoes, man.
The pie.
After the last Turkey Trot was canceled due to COVID-19, people were eager to come back this year to partake in this Thanksgiving Day race, which for many is a long-running tradition.
Hey, we got the mayor is actually participating today, Mayor Federico.
This is Elena Malik in Dana Point, reporting for The Report.
The holidays are a time to eat and shop. Here's Maria visiting the food vendors and small businesses that were part of the Fall Foodie Fest in Burlington.
Small business and food vendors are part of the TGIF Night Market. The Fall Food Fest is a community market.
To begin with, Debbie announced the TGIF Night Market event on the Invite website.
The event has music. And not to introduce Debbie is the owner of the event.
So I started it in 2020 in response to the pandemic and coronavirus, just to give small businesses an opportunity to sell their products.
one of the best. I get a chance to go with the community, allow the community, let the community know what I'm bringing to them. I get to network and I get to make the customers happy.
I got to interview Danny Burrow, OC better spender, who helped his girlfriend for his her vendor.
My favorite thing at this event is the food and the amazing vendors here, like Love Tess and Jade, right here behind me. They make a lot of homemade bracelets, handmade bracelets, and crystals. Here's one of the ones I got.
Buying this event had great food and the community had a fun time. I am Maria Cornejo in Fullerton, reporting for the report.
December is just around the corner and there are several light festivals to go out and enjoy. I went out to Cherry Valley to go check it out. November comes to an end. Several festival events are occurring in Southern California. In Cherry Valley, Christmas Nights begins November 3rd till January 9th from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., Tuesday through Sunday evenings. As you enter, you are greeted with Christmas lights all along your pathway. In every direction, there are millions of Christmas lights surrounding you, and as you continue, there are food areas that begin to spread near you. Pizza area, hot cocoa stand, and an inside food court, and an outside dining hall, all while still being entertained with Christmas lights.
I was scrolling through Instagram one day and I seen a post for the 123 Farm. They're advertising their beautiful lights, and I was also really wanting to take my boyfriend to try the reindeer beer that they're advertising. I would really love to have beautiful pictures done behind the lights.
Many people come out to see festival lights every year. It's nice to have a small night out, taking multiple photos near beautiful trees filled with dangling lights. These big and beautiful trees created a lot of attention for many people on a viral TikTok featuring a certain aesthetic for photos.
I heard about this place on TikTok and I realized that it's not that far from my house. So I decided to bring my parents here and we're going to take some photos because there are quite a few photo opportunities around the beautiful trees, and then we might get some hot cocoa after this.
Also go on a beautiful carriage ride all over the location, hearing many Christmas songs throughout the farm.
I've been living in this ranch above this place, which is Harmony Ranch, for about 6 years. And me and my wife always drive by. Every season they have Christmas lights or the Lavender Festival. So we came here for the first time last year. This year our family is all together, so we wanted to come here as a family and come and check it out. And it's a really neat experience. A lot of traffic, so we took our golf cart, since we live right here, and just rode through the thing to get in here, and it made the process easier.
This is Dominique Tenori in Cherry Valley, reporting for the report. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Riverside's Mission Inn Hotel has already begun their annual Festival of Lights. Here's Jackie Garcia with more about the holiday event.
'Tis the season to take a walk to downtown Riverside as the city begins to set up for their known-for event of the year, the Festival of Lights. And you can already spot the Christmas spirit all over the city. The Mission Inn Hotel and Spa hosts this event every year, and this year they celebrate their 29th annual Festival of Lights.
It's nice because it brings people together, and it's a good community feeling. And I mean, everybody loves the holidays, so it just gives a good energy.
You can already see the Christmas decorations in every corner, just in time to walk in the Winter Wonderland from now until the 6th of January.
It's honestly very a fun place to be, and I would recommend people to just come and visit. Definitely a good place.
This year, the Mission Inn Hotel have been working on decorating over 5 million enchanted holiday lights and more than 400 animated figures, including gigantic candlelights and their famous nutcrackers as their visitors pass by.
It's really nice. I like all of the lights and how a lot of people come with their families. I like to come with my nieces and nephews, and they really enjoy it.
But just as last year, there will be no switch-on ceremony, no food vendors, or their famous horse-drawn carriages.
I will kill for a funnel cake every single day. I love funnel cake. I literally had one last night.
Even though things may be different this year, it has not stopped the family traditions.
Yeah, we come every year actually. We've been coming for 4 years now. Yeah.
So it's a tradition.
It's a tradition now. Yeah.
As many will come and visit the Festival of Lights, it is important to continue taking safety protocols. I'm Jackie Garcia, reporting for The Report.
And that's it for today's news. Thank you for joining us. This has been Dominique Sonori
and Elena Malik. Stay fresh, Fullerton.